Before we dive in, drop a quick comment below saying, "Go Jason, go," if you're still riding with Lucia and Jason all the way through this breakdown. Now, here's a quick reminder. Over 99% of people watching this right now aren't subscribed. So if you love these deep dive GTA 6 videos and want more before the game even drops, hit that subscribe button. No fluff, just facts, leaks, and everything Rockstar won't say out loud. This part's going to get deeper than ever: mental breakdowns, dialogue decisions, betrayals, and some hidden mechanics most fans completely missed. Let's go. One of the biggest behind-the-scenes upgrades in GTA 6 isn't in the cars or weapons, it's in the cops. From what we've found, Rockstar has massively overhauled the law enforcement AI, making the wanted system smarter, more persistent, and a lot more personal. Adaptive police behavior. The police in GTA 6 don't just spawn and chase anymore, they observe, track, and evolve based on how you play. If you use the same getaway route multiple times, cops will begin blocking that path during future chases. They'll patrol areas where crimes occurred days earlier, meaning they actually remember your actions. Certain detectives or officers are flagged in the system as high-awareness NPCs. They spot stolen cars, mismatched plates, or disguised players faster than others. This means you're not just escaping a chase, you're escaping a system that learns. Improved AI tactics. Police now use radios and body cams. If they record your crime before dying, the footage still uploads and increases your notoriety. Officers call for backup based on crime type. Robbing a store brings 1-2 units. Attacking an armored truck or killing an officer triggers rapid response, roadblocks, or even SWAT. They also check inside hiding spots like alleyways, dumpsters, or parked cars, and may bring search dogs in specific regions. Bribery and legal system. Some missions let you bribe officers or witnesses to avoid arrest. If you're caught, you might get the chance to pay a fine, serve jail time, or even cooperate, like becoming an informant. There are references to falsely accused NPCs, hinting at missions where you can frame others or uncover cover-ups. Undercover and surveillance mechanics. Certain police are disguised as civilians in high-risk areas like bars, gas stations, or deals gone bad. Lucia or Jason can use hacking tools or binoculars to scan nearby devices and flag police or informants. In one case, if you assault someone near a security camera or a Spy-linked phone, that footage spreads to online platforms and escalates your wanted level. Zone lockdown and heat levels. Cops don't just chase, they can lock down zones. Entering the area puts you into a watched state. You may be auto-spotted by drones or facial recognition, even if unarmed. Some missions start with cops already closing in on your last known location. This is no longer a game where you just lose the cops and lay low. GTA 6 makes you outsmart the entire system or pay the price. Now let's shift into something that's never been explored this deeply in a GTA game before: the mind of your character. According to multiple entries found across development notes, GTA 6 introduces a mental state layer where what's happening in the world around your character begins to affect their dreams, emotions, and even how certain missions unfold. Lucia's Dream Diary. At several points in the game, you'll gain access to what appears to be Lucia's personal dream journal, a digital or physical item that logs her nightmares, memories, and anxieties. Entries change depending on which missions you've completed. Some describe Arthur McLean, her presumed dead partner, appearing in twisted dream logic. Others reference shadows, guilt, or heights mirroring fears developed during traumatic missions. A few dreams are prophetic, giving clues about future betrayals, hidden locations, or emotional rifts between Lucia and Jason. This isn't a side item, it's a direct line into Lucia's psychological state. Mental stability affects gameplay. Beyond just dreams, certain leak entries hint at mental state consequences. If you fail multiple missions involving death, kidnapping, or torture, Lucia may become less responsive, move differently, or experience momentary hallucinations. Some mission prompts change based on her current state, whether she's calm, on edge, or unstable. Drug use can temporarily alter her perception, leading to visual glitches, slowed reactions, or distorted sound design. Addiction and emotional triggers. Specific items like painkillers or stimulants can lead to dependency loops if overused. When addicted, your character might experience withdrawal effects, such as shaking, slower aiming, or aggression in dialogue. Trigger events like passing by an old house, hearing certain songs, or revisiting past mission sites may activate emotional flashbacks that momentarily interrupt gameplay. Role-playing depth. These elements aren't always front and center, but they're designed to give players who pay attention an emotional blueprint for how their character is evolving over time. Lucia isn't just reacting to the outside world. She's processing it, remembering it. And it's shaping her story in ways no GTA protagonist has experienced before. This system makes your choices feel heavier, not because of money or power, but because of what it costs the person behind the gun. One of the most immersive upgrades coming to GTA 6 is how weather and time of day actually affect what's possible in the world. Rockstar isn't just using weather for visuals, they're using it to unlock missions, trigger encounters, and even alter entire regions dynamically. Storm-based events. Several events are tied directly to storm conditions. Drug shipments washing up on the beach after hurricanes. NPCs caught looting stores in flooded areas. Power outages in parts of the city that activate alternate infiltration routes. One mission can only be triggered if a storm disables a security system, and another requires you to wait for rain to cover your tracks after a heist. Time-locked missions. Some side quests and events are only available at very specific times. One mission is only active at 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock a.m., involving a mysterious truck on the highway. A side job at a motel unlocks after midnight and resets before sunrise. Events tied to club openings, fishing competitions, or cryptid sightings only appear on certain days. There are also rumors of a solar eclipse event that changes how enemies behave during that mission window, almost like a one-time world event. Swamp region reactivity. The Ikan-Fanaka swampland is more than just a spooky area. It behaves differently depending on weather. In dry conditions, it's a basic marsh. But after a storm, the area floods, unlocking hidden paths, floating loot, and even sightings of rare creatures. Locals mention things waking up when the swamp is flooded. This could connect to the skunk ape myth or other supernatural quests. Full moon mechanics. Some animal encounters, nighttime missions, or eerie side quests are only available during full moon nights. A campsite is rumored to be haunted on certain dates. Wolves or cryptids only spawn during very specific cycles. And one character reportedly changes their behavior entirely under full moonlight, either due to superstition or something much stranger. This isn't just a day-night cycle anymore. Time, storms, and moon phases are all tied into the mission system, and if you're not paying attention, you'll miss entire stories that only exist for a few in-game hours. Let's talk about something most players completely overlook: the background world. While you're busy robbing banks or escaping the cops, GTA 6 is quietly telling dozens of side stories through newspapers, social media, overheard conversations, and background details. These mini-narratives help connect the world to past GTA games and hint at where the future is going. References to past games. Throughout the leaked material, there are numerous mentions of characters and events from earlier GTA titles. Jay Norris, the founder of Life Invader from GTA 5, is referenced in a dark documentary about corporate corruption. Nico Bellica's name appears in dialogue. One NPC claims, "That guy from Liberty disappeared after the war." Roman Bellic, Little Jacob, and Gay Tony are all mentioned as seen in Vice City or connected to low-tier missions. There's even a throwaway bleeder post saying, "Remember when that guy from LC blew up a federal building and GTA IV was real?" These aren't cameos. They're world-building tools, hinting that GTA 6 exists in the same timeline as IV and V, and that the characters from those games are still alive, still moving behind the scenes. InGame Media, TV, news, and podcasts. The game features fake news segments, radio interviews, and conspiracy podcasts that subtly expose hidden lore. A news station reports on a string of disappearances in Grass Rivers tied to what locals call the walking shadow. A satirical podcast mocks Vice City's tourism industry while accidentally leaking info about a militia compound raid. A trash TV episode casually mentions Ambrosia being built on unstable, illegal landfill. It seems like a joke until you visit and see the ground cracking near homes. Some of these stories can only be heard if you're in a car at night, inside a home, or walking past a radio station at the right moment. NPC conversations and rumors. NPCs in GTA 6 don't just yell random lines, they tell rumors, half-truths, and warnings. At the beach, two joggers debate whether a cartel member is hiding in Yorktown. An old man at a food stand talks about the tunnel under Port Gellhorn, where the government dropped the bodies. Some NPCs describe sightings of a burning man walking the highway at night, tying into possible supernatural events or flashback missions. These aren't main quests, but they point toward hidden missions, Easter eggs, or underground lore that most players will miss unless they listen. GTA 6 World talks to you if you know when and where to listen. Every radio, news anchor, or passing comment might be a breadcrumb leading to a bigger secret. And that's where Rockstar hides their best content. In plain sight, right under the chaos. That's it for Part 4, and if you made it this far, you're not just here for the hype. You're here for the secrets, the systems, and the stories Rockstar won't put on the front cover. From full moons triggering haunted missions, to radio stations whispering about Nico Bellic, to loot stashed in dumpsters and a swamp that only comes alive after the rain, this game is doing more under the surface than most players will ever notice. And that's exactly why we're breaking it down section by section, leak by leak. Every video in this series is built on two core files, a massive GTA 6 document shared by the community, and a 2022 script that somehow predicted features Rockstar only revealed in Trailer 2. It's not official, but at this point, about 90% of it lines up with what's now confirmed. So if you're as obsessed with this world as we are, hit that subscribe button, comment your theories, and let's keep going deeper, one mystery at a time. Because this isn't just Grand Theft Auto 6. This is the game we've been waiting for.